Welcome everybody. Make sure you state your name and where you guys are from. We have the royalty update today. What I want you guys to do is make sure that you're sharing this out, share this to your groups, get your customers and affiliates on, because today we have our royalty CEO, Mr. Justin Belobaba, here to bring us the corporate update. Justin, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Cheryl. Hi, everybody. Great to be back. I'm always excited for these updates, but I was especially excited for today's because there just seems like there's just so much to talk about. And I know that I feel like I always say that, but I do feel like it's especially true today. The purpose for today, just so that we're clear, is to bring everybody up to speed on exactly what has been happening, because there's been a lot of activity over the last 10 days or so. And to let everybody know also what is coming in the next week and for the balance of the month of November. So let's get right into it. So when you're thinking about what we're building, which is a technology platform, the best way to I think, at least, to think about it, it's a lot like building a skyscraper. And whether you're building 10 stories or 50 stories or 100 stories, the most important thing is the foundation. And when we started this business, those of you that can remember way back to May, we got like 8,000 orders in about 4 weeks. And while we had a pretty good platform, we were surprised by the demand, and we quickly had to license a third-party customer relationship management software, and we had to plug that into another third-party affiliate commission engine, and we had some cross-border payment processing stuff, being that our headquarters is in Canada. So we had two different payment processors in place, and so anyway, it was we made it through the craziness, but it wasn't what I would consider to be a solid foundation for bringing on millions and millions of users. And because we're for example, having two different payment platforms, we could never bring the affiliate commissions up to being in real time. Because of this third-party CRM, we weren't able to easily connect it to like an Android app or an iPhone app. So when we acquired Inigo on August 31st, which seems like a million years ago now, but it was only just over 2 months ago, we did it in part because we wanted to get access to their digital business card app and product. But more importantly, it was to bring on their amazing team of not just Andrew and Pavel, but another 10 full-time software developers. And so starting September 1st, they got to work on building a new foundation for this skyscraper that we're building, which is this technology platform. Everything from a scalable database, a customer relationship software platform that we actually own and can customize to as much as we like. The ability to integrate directly into Google Nearby, moving all of our payments onto one platform. So that's the foundation that we've been building over the last 2 months. And just to kind of maybe torture this construction metaphor a little bit, but I'm gonna do that anyway. I don't know about you, but whenever if there's a construction project, like there's a high-rise going up near me, and I'm kind of watching the progress, it seems always like it's a hole in the ground for like months and months and months and months. And then all of a sudden, it seems like from 1 week to the next, it goes from like a hole in the ground to a 20-story or 30-story building. And once there's that solid foundation, I'm always amazed by how quickly they make progress on the actual structure. And that is exactly what's happening now, and what we're going through now. So it's been 2 months of kind of building that foundation that we can, start to kind of build up, the skyscraper on. And it felt like a long time, but now that the foundation is in place, you're starting to see the structure be built really, really fast. And so what I mean by that is, even if we just look, the last 10 days, because again, I can't even believe it's 10 days. It seems like a lot longer, but it was only 10 days ago that we migrated almost 100,000 gems onto into the new login area, right? So that's the new customer relationship management database. So that was 10 days ago. With that came the ability to update your gems in real time. Look, by the way, we know that there are still some gems that haven't made the journey, and rest assured that those are going to be handled this week. Okay, so any login issues, any gems that aren't appearing in your back office, that's the focus for this week, and we'll make sure that that's cleared up by the end of the week. But overall, 99.5% or something like that of the beacons did transition, and now we can update our messages in real time. And our new customers, like people who have joined us since November 1st, have access now to all of their billing information in the back office. If you're a pre-November customer, you're going to also have access to all your billing information in the back office over the next couple of weeks. So, the structure is starting to take shape. So that was 10 days ago. Then on Saturday, so 2 days ago, we released the Android app, giving our customers and our affiliates the ability to generate an infinite number of digital business cards for free, attach photos, attach videos, attach maps, Facebook profile, LinkedIn, Snapchat, 20 or 30 other amazing features. And for the first time ever on an app, being able to create content and then attach that content to the gem that's on your keychain or in your car or in your business instantly, and start broadcasting out that secure link to everyone around you. Also, the ability to automatically track how many times that card gets viewed, how many times it gets clicked on, so you can actually measure the effectiveness of every single campaign that you're running. And the ability to turn on and off your gems directly from the app. So that was the first release. That was literally 2 days ago. We called it a beta just in case something weird happened, something unexpected. Nothing did. The feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. We are very, very pleased with how it's going. I know that Cheryl has a training session that she's going to hold later this week on how to use the app, but hopefully most of you are finding it to be extremely intuitive. And by the way, we also know that if your gems aren't showing up at your royalty.com back office, they're also not going to be in the app. That's not a bug in the app. That's something that we just need to fix in your royalty.com back office. So that also will be fixed this week. Okay? And we're obviously not done improving the app. We're going to continue to put out new releases once a week. Everything from, this month we're going to have landing pages and lead capture pages added. We are going to be augmenting the detail and sophistication of the analytics that we're collecting about the people that are clicking on your links. We're going to also experiment with live support through the app, so be able to reach our support team and chat with them live. We're gonna experiment with that as well in the very near future. So brand new login area and an Android app. That's in the last 10 days. Okay, so we're building this structure very quickly. The next priority that we're moving on to is, of course, affiliate commissions. Okay, so I want to be crystal clear about exactly what is going to happen when it comes to commissions. So having everyone on one payment processor, that's done already. So the foundation is now there. We are going to have October commissions brought up to speed, including The almost 2,000 unassigned customers will be added to your back office. That's all going to be done this week, okay? And your November commissions, you're going to see them. They're going to be updated on a nightly basis. So you'll be able to see exactly where you stand at all times. That is also this week. Okay, so that's our focus for the week, just so that there's no misunderstanding. It's, you know, if your gems are missing, if you can't log in, we're going to fix that. We're going to get October commissions up to speed, and we're going to get November commissions being updated on an every night basis. Okay. Oh, and by the end of the month, we're going to release the iPhone app. So I get, you know, just to kind of, I guess, put this in some perspective. In the month of November, we've got a brand new back office. We're updating gems in real time. We've got billing information in the back office, which is also new. We've got an Android app with digital business cards, landing pages, lead capture pages, which can be instantly added to your gems. We've got live commissions in the back office and an iPhone app. So I fully get the sense that when you're like living it every day, it feels like, you know, it feels like it's taking a long time. You know, we feel that as much, if not more, than you do here at head office. Like, we are, you know, keenly aware of how much work we have to do. But I do strongly believe that when this week is over, we're going to be a lot happier with the state of the back office and commissions. And by the end of the month, we're going to be, you know, we're going to be coming back on a call like this. And I think we're going to be all pretty amazed by what we achieved in a remarkably short period of time. Like, to do all that in a month, I think is going to be pretty something, you know, to be proud of in the history of the company. So that's what's happening. I hope I've been clear about, you know, timelines and what to expect when. So what I want to do now, if you'll indulge me for a few more minutes, I want to talk about, you know, not just kind of the immediate, like, you know, next 2 weeks, but more broadly, where are we going as a business? Now that we have a solid foundation, I think what you're going to see is we're now able to add features and functionality much more quickly than we ever could in the past. And being able to do that, being able to, you know, continually enhance our platform is really, really important. And you know, people ask me all the time about, like, this whole, you know, do-it-yourself beacon, you know, thing that's out there. And they ask me, you know, are you worried that people are gonna, like, find out that you can set up a beacon yourself? And I always tell them, you know, the same thing. No, I'm not at all worried about that. You can tell I like analogies, so I'm going to use another one. When people ask me whether I, you know, am worried or whether I care at all about, you know, do-it-yourself beacon people out there, the DIY beacon guys, I always kind of, you know, compare that to Subway restaurants. And it's sort of like, I kind of think of it like, you know, is Subway worried that people are going to find out that they can make a turkey sandwich at home? Like, I don't think Subway's worried about that. And I'm not worried that people are going to discover, because it's not a secret, that they can, you know, set up their own beacons. But, you know, here's why I don't care. First of all, setting up a beacon is actually harder than making a turkey sandwich, but let's put that to the side. Taking a do-it-yourself approach to save a few bucks on a beacon is just totally misses the point. And if there's any, you know, I'm sure there's a few of these, you know, do-it-yourself beacon guys watching, and I want to say to them that you are totally missing the point. It is not about setting up a beacon. Just like for Subway, it's not about the turkey sandwich itself. It's about everything else that comes with it. You know, when I go to Subway, I don't need to go to the grocery store for an hour and buy ingredients. I don't need to clean up my kitchen. I don't need to worry about whether the bread is fresh. It's always going to taste the same as the last turkey sandwich that I had. But it's not just about convenience. It's also like, okay, you made a turkey sandwich, or you set up a beacon. Congratulations. But what do you do after that? Like, what happens when you want dessert? Are you going to, like, turn on the oven and DIY some cookies? Are you gonna like start baking potato chips? Are you gonna like the more products and selection that Subway adds to their store, the more difficult and pointless it becomes to try to do it yourself. And it's the exact same thing in our business. Like, I'm sure there's some people that have set up beacons. Good for them. I wish them all the best. But can they create a beautiful, secure landing page effortlessly in 30 seconds? Can they attach that page instantly to their beacon? Can they automatically track analytics? Can they do all of that on their phone in 1 minute from anywhere? Unless you're unless you're a software developer with tons of free time, you cannot do that yourself. And that's the problem with DIY. Eventually, we all run into our own personal limitations. Like, I'm hopeless when it comes to like home repair. Someone else might be able to DIY like a deck, but that person may not be able to do like a perfect bathroom reno with plumbing and electrical, and certainly they can't build a whole house. We're building a skyscraper. We're building a world-class platform. You cannot do it yourself. You cannot DIY a skyscraper, which is, again, that's why I don't worry or talk at all until now, just because I keep getting asked. That's why I don't worry. I don't think that much about the DIYs. And that's also, by the way, I don't think about our competition either. I get lots of questions about this company, that company, and again, I'm not worried. And here's why. And this is like a really, really simple reason that I think you all need to understand. None of these other companies in this, kind of beacon marketing industry, not a single one is really a technology company like us. If that sounds harsh, I'm sorry, it is true. None of them are technology companies. Like, they are all licensing another off-the-shelf software, and they're putting their logo on it, and they act like they've built something when they haven't. It's sort of like, and Cheryl and I were talking about this before, it's sort of like opening a restaurant and a sandwich restaurant, and instead of making the sandwich yourself, instead of having a kitchen, running out the back door to Subway, ordering the sandwich at Subway, bringing it back into your restaurant and pretending like you made it. There's no real product there. And that may sound kind of, that's a silly example, but that advantage that we have being an actual technology company, that's going to matter a lot in the near future. And I'm going to explain exactly why. We are the pioneers in this space. There is no question we were the first people to create a simple model and a simple platform to enable small business owners to leverage the potential and power of beacons and the Google Nearby platform. We were the first ones to do it, okay? And as the pioneers, as the true innovators, just like we were the first people to say to small business owners way back in January that it's all about beacons. Like, I was out there, I was saying it's all about beacons. Today, right now, we're also going to be, right this second, the first company to say beacons are great, but they are one piece of a much larger industry-changing platform that we are building. And to be clear, that's what we're doing, okay? We are not going to be a company that is only about beacons. Okay, we have a simple but I think very ambitious goal, and that is to revolutionize the way that small businesses market their business. And what you're going to see from us in the weeks and months ahead is continuing to bring new features onto this platform that we've been building, onto this foundation that we have. And some of these features are going to enhance the way that the gems work. The gems are fantastic. They're a wonderful tool. They were always going to be central to what we do. But we're also going to be introducing things that go way beyond beacons. We have an amazing product roadmap. We're not going to be disclosing it until each feature set is ready. But you should expect from us that every 2 or 3 months, there is going to be a major new capability that we're adding to the platform. And you're going to see that advantage being a real technology company. That advantage is going to build and build and build until all of these other companies that are shouting about beacons are irrelevant. So that's where we're going. I just wanted to be, clear. I haven't come on and just kind of, explain that in quite some time. But for now, I want to get back to today. I want to remind you what I said before. Login issues, missing gems, commissions, that's the focus for this week, okay? We're razor sharp focused on that. And to close, I want to do something that, I like to do, okay? Which is I want to put in a fun, sales incentive for the rest of the month, okay? So as you know, we want to bring on lots and lots of customers, but now that we have an app, we actually want people to use the app. So the incentive that we came up with, I think, is going to be really fun, and I think it's going to help us achieve both those things. Okay, so here's how it works. Every customer that you sign up, starting right now, okay, starting today, every new customer you sign up, have them also download the app. Okay. Have them build a card, like a business card. That way they get familiar with using it. Have them email that card to Cheryl@royalty.com. Okay, so new customer downloads the app, creates a digital card, emails it to Cheryl. Okay, once they do that, two things are going to happen. First, that new customer is going to be, that's kind of like their ballot, okay? And they're going to be entered in a draw to win a free month of service, okay? So send in the card to Cheryl, they are automatically entered in a draw to win a free month. But I think more exciting for the affiliate who signs them up, okay? That new customer, their volume will count double for the month of November, okay? So, new customer, download app, create a card, send it to Cheryl. If it was a $100 sale, it will count as $200 in the month of November towards your volume. If it's a $500 sale, it'll count as $1,000 in November volume. Okay, so I think a very easy way for people who have not earned free gems to earn free gems for this month. Getting one new customer is now kind of like getting two new customers. So I hope you enjoy this extra incentive and have some fun with it. And let's keep having a great month. And I will pass it back to you, Cheryl. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Justin. I've watched everyone's comments and they're so excited about what's to come. So it's great to see you guys excited. Justin, thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you guys later on in the week for that training on the app, and let's keep rocking royalty. Thank you so much, Justin. Thank you guys so much for being here. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody.